that here at NIH you can actually be a nurse. You have the time, you have the resources, you have the support from nursing administration, from leadership on the unit, from medicine, from other support services, physical therapy, nutrition, pharmacy, biomedical. The whole cadre of support services are there for you.
Sort of a transparency relationship. It's an open relationship with the managing staff. Clinical managers are very visible at the bedsides with us when we have problems. They're there as part of the plan of care. They round with us and the physicians in establishing each patient in the plan of care on the units. The nurse managers are always door open policy available to address any concerns or questions that we might have.
Clinical research nurses provide a lot of support to research participants at the National Institutes of Health. We might help explain the protocol, make sure that they're understanding all of the tests and procedures that they might have to go through, ensure their safety by continually monitoring for any problems that might arise.
The people that work in a research setting, more often than not, are in that setting because they have a passion for research, because it can be somewhat difficult work. What that allows is for people to really take a lot of the negative or difficult parts about caring for people out of the equation.
Your role as a clinical research nurse in the clinical center, it includes patient care. There's a lot of patient coordination with testing and appointments.
Supporting the nurse in the clinical center, there are a lot of educational initiatives. There's Fundamentals of Clinical Research Nurse class that helps you develop in that position. The education department is very geared toward helping you feel comfortable in your role because it's very different than the outside.
So our mission is to improve the health of Americans in this country and also across the world, and I think we do that by studying new diseases, trialing new drugs, trying to make our treatments better for cancer in particular on my unit. So I think in that way we're gathering data and trying out new things that eventually will cure things that had no cure in the past.
Our nurses, basically we do assessments. And we also do a lot of the patient education. So for example, we have patients that need GCSF teaching. So that's like a one-to-one with a nurse, and sometimes that can take up into an hour. We also do induced sputums with our bronchiectasis patients. And the nice thing is that the patients, they have such a tight schedule and they're here pretty much all day. So it's nice to have kind of like a one-stop shopping. So we do all the assessments, the induced sputums, all of that. And also any consults that the patients have, we have them right there on our clinic.
We have a fantastic group of pediatric nurses that work throughout our program of care. They are enthusiastic individuals, extremely personable. They will do anything to make the day for a pediatric patient or their family member.
As a dialysis nurse, in a regular hospital, your goal is get them on, get them on, get them on. You know, we've got 1 million patients, we got to do them, get them done. It's a lot different here.
One thing about this hospital that you will notice is that what you think is typical is not. You will find the most rare disease states that you'll not see anywhere else. And they're almost common here because they're being studied. You'll see so many things that are rare. You'll see so many things that are unusual that you've only read about in textbooks that you'll see here on a daily basis. And I think that's what makes NIH so special.
What I like about working at NIH compared to other hospitals is being involved in the research. So as a clinical research nurse, I'm involved in the protocols really from the beginning, looking at how to formulate the protocol and what aspects we need to work on as nurses, data collection, recruiting patients. So I'm involved in all of that. I'm a protocol coordinator. So I take that responsibility on our unit to work with the doctors and the whole research team.
There was a new graduate clinical research nurse residency program that I applied for, and I started my career here at NIH in that residency program.
So our nurse residency program is different than other medical institutions because it's really focused on the role of the clinical research nurse And that is very unique in that this is the only residency program that really has that central focus. Nurse residents here get the clinical education, they get the experiences, but you get a lot more focus on the clinical research aspect of care.
Like there was no other place where I felt as much of an interdisciplinary team and where I felt more of a professional in my practice as being a part of the nursing team here at the clinical center. And things are unpredictable, but they're also, every day is exciting. And being a part of something that is much bigger than yourself is just, there's just no better place.